If someone told you that following Jesus could get you killed, would you still follow him? For St. Pedro Calungsod, the answer was yes. No hesitation, no turning back. Born in the Visayas region of the Philippines, sometime around 1654, Pedro was just a teenager when he answered God's call to become a missionary. He was young, intelligent, and filled with a deep love for Christ. He didn't need recognition. He just wanted to serve. When Jesuit priests invited young catechists to assist in missionary work in the Marianas, what we now call Guam, Pedro said yes. He left his homeland, left his comfort, left his family, all for the gospel. In Guam, Pedro worked closely with Father Diego Luis de San Vitores, a Jesuit priest who baptized and preached to the native Chamorro people. Pedro wasn't just watching, he was teaching, baptizing, comforting the sick, praying with the people, and he was doing all this as a teenager. But things turned dangerous. Some native leaders, misled by superstition, began believing that the waters of baptism were poisonous and were causing deaths. Fear spread like wildfire. Tensions flared. On April 1672, Pedro and Far Diego were ambushed. They were warned. They knew it was dangerous, but they kept going. That morning, they baptized an infant child in a Chamorro village, and that act of faith became their final mission. After the baptism, they were attacked by angry villagers. Pedro had a chance to escape. He was young, fast, agile. He could have run, but he didn't. He stayed by Farter Diego's side, defending him until his last breath. Pedro was speared, beaten, and martyred. His body was thrown into the sea. No grave, no monument, but heaven was watching. In 2012, Pope Benedict XVI canonized him as a saint, recognizing his incredible faith, courage, and sacrifice. Pedro Calungsod became the second Filipino saint and one of the youngest ever to be canonized. His story reminds us holiness isn't about being old or educated or influential. It's about being available to God. Would you follow Jesus even when it costs you everything? Pedro did, at just 17 years old. And in doing so, he left behind a legacy of faith that's still inspiring millions today. So let's be bold in our faith. Let's raise the standard. Let's be like Pedro. Comment below. What part of Pedro Calungsod's story speaks to your heart the most? And if this story moved you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We are telling the stories of saints who prove God can use anyone at any age to change the world.